Hi everyone, thank you for watching this movie. This is the DevRelCon Yokohama 2023 speaker interview session. I'm today's host Taiji as a co-organizer of this conference. For the interview session, I'll introduce one of the awesome speakers and have chatting. It takes about 10 or 15 minutes. Please have fun. Right. All right. Today's amazing guest is Elijah Zupancic. Please welcome Elijah.
Hi there.
Hi.
Thank you for having
Hi.
me.
Yeah, cool. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing
Yeah,
well.
cool. Yeah, cool, cool. All right, thank you for joining today. The purpose of this session is for the audiences to know you and for more people to be interested in your session of DevRelCon Yokohama 2023, right? Okay, at first, could you please introduce yourself, Elijah? It's okay to talk for your about your work job or something,
Mhm.
but also it's okay to talk your any interests,
Sure.
sports, music, or
Sure.
something, right?
Well,
Okay,
thank you.
please.
Yeah. So I've lived in Seattle for most of my life in the United States. And my background in software engineering goes back about 24 years. So I've been in this business for a while. I've done most of the jobs around software, but I've been an engineer for a long time. I've also been in the role of as manager, director, general manager, buyer, and seller at tech companies, non-tech companies, really just worked all over the map in different places, as well as in solutions engineering. Um, and I'm just a diehard open source fan. And I found myself gravitating towards open source development over the years. Additionally, one of the things that I'm really passionate about in software organizations is organizational psychology. So, not just the tech, but kind of the human interface with technology. Um, and in particular, what I really want to do and what I try to bring into my job is how do we be more honest and caring? I know this is such a cliche, but actually in our day to day work and our interactions, both inside our company or working with our competitors, our customers, our prospects, talking to people, how can we be more real in our communications with each other? Kind of more personally, as a side note, I speak both Japanese and English. I went to grad school in Japan. Um, so I'm pretty excited to be going to Yokohama for DevRelCon. It'll be my first conference in Japan.
Cool. Thank you, Elijah. Oh, do you talk Japanese, right? You said.
Yes, I can speak
Cool,
Japanese too.
cool,
So
cool.
feel free to ask your questions to me in
Mm-hmm.
Japanese as well.
Yeah. But this audiences of this video that is mostly the English speakers who
Okay,
are that don't understand Japanese language, I think. And you based in the Seattle, you said.
that's correct.
Oh, right. Cool, cool. I sometimes went to Seattle for my business.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Mainly went to Microsoft Office, Redmond. Yeah.
Yeah. What did you do with Microsoft?
Uh, that actually I used to be Microsoft MVP. That's what sometimes
Oh,
went to.
nice.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I like the Seattle. Yeah, it's a
Yeah, it's a great place.
beautiful. Yeah, beautiful city. I think. Yeah. Right. Cool. So you also the involved in the open source project or open source technologies, right? There's
Yes.
yeah. I think the open source is the most important things for all of the developers. I believe that because of the I also be involved in the some open source project sometimes. Yeah. All right. Okay. Great. Next, I'd like to ask you about your talk session. Your talk title is "It is not what you say; it is who you are." Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So,
So,
could you? Yeah. Go ahead.
well, okay. Well, So this talk is really dear to my heart, and it reflects kind of the essence of what I've learned over the last 24 years working in the software business. And just as the title says, really, your words matter less than the essence of who you are and how it comes across to the people you're interacting with. Um, and I think that this is such a simple thing, yet it is so hard to internalize, especially in the software industry where we get so hung up in thinking about the abstractions and code. We think, I've often heard the joke is like, there's a certain sequence of words I need to make this sale or to get this customer. But it's really not like that. People are like you, and they have a finely tuned detector of lies and manipulation. And really, in the end, there's no trick to winning over developers. They're people like you and me, and they're people who've gotten sick and tired of being lied to, gaslit, and they become very cynical about working with vendors. I know myself, I have. I've been involved in lots of things that have very flowery, nice public presentations and companies. We're going to have consortiums, we're going to have working groups, and we're all happy people. And then back behind, once the door closes, it's just a bare knuckle boxing match of people jockeying for power and double faced business. And I think anyone who's spent decades in this business has experiences. And so, what I'm here to talk about is how can we be a little bit different in our own individual interactions? Maybe we can't go change the industry. Um, we can't do any sort of big things, but we can change how our role interacts with engineers. So, it's just one thing we can improve. And so, in this session, we'll be exploring some of the dark patterns relating to developer engagement that your company or you yourself may be doing and what you can do to mitigate it. In particular, how do you mitigate it with empathy? You might not be able to change what your marketing department is doing or what your sales group is doing, but you might be able to, in a sense, swim in the ocean. And when you do meet people face to face or interact with them over Zoom or email, you can bring out more of that human element. Um, and this is really important because, like, when you're a developer, everyone's trying to get your attention, right? You're bombarded with ads, or if you go to conferences, everyone's trying to sell you something. You know, you go have drinks with your friends after a conference, you'll find salespeople cozying up to your table. Um, and or if you're legitimately looking and evaluating solutions, you'll find people will use all sorts of sleazy tactics to try to ingratiate themselves with you with no care about the actual solution that you're trying to provide for other people, the value you're trying to give others.
Mhm.
So, in short, this session is about really relationships and being real and how it's not, you don't need to be polished. I mean, look at me. I mean, I don't look polished, but I've had a really good success over the years connecting with people just because I don't come in with, whiz bang PowerPoints or speak in a really polished manner. I just am an ordinary engineer, geek like everyone else, and people will listen to that.
Yeah, cool, cool. Yeah, yeah. It seems really. That sounds amazing for your talk. I think it's the really beneficial for the all audiences of this conference. Not only engineers, but also all of roles, all of industries, all of them. I think so. Also, that you mentioned that your submission, that this session is not only the people relevant to DevRel, also the sales, marketing, the developer
Yes.
community or something, right? So I believe that that you can talk about this topic from your a lot of the huge experiences. I think. Yeah,
That's my hope. And I hope
yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
useful to others.
Yeah, that's true. I believe that's true. Right. Cool. Cool. All right. Okay. So, thank you, Elijah, that you have the great career as a developer and manager, director or something. And I strongly recommend every people that should attend your talk at the conference. Do you have anything else you want to say for the audiences this time?
I'm looking forward to meeting you. And don't be a stranger. Just come up and talk with me.
Yeah, it's very important to connect each other the conference because of this is developer relations conference, right? Yeah, okay. All right. Thank you again. Thank you for your time. And
Thank you, Taiji.
yeah, yeah, I hope you also will enjoy DevRelCon Yokohama 2023 with us, right?
I
Okay.
will. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. See you
Bye.
again. Yeah. All right, announcing again for the audiences, our conference DevRelCon Yokohama 2023 will be held on March 10th and 11th. The ticket is now on sale. Save the date and waiting the date. All right, thanks again, everyone. See you at the conference. Bye for now.